Hi everybody, it's Tiffany here. Today we're going to talk about passwords, and this is specifically in Google Chrome. Okay, Chrome is when you look at the bottom of your screen. I'm moving this down just a little bit so you can see the circle with the red, the yellow, the green, and the blue dot in the middle. That means you're in Chrome. Okay, so it's important that if you use Google Chrome, that you know how to retrieve your passwords. Because a lot of times you're on a website, right? And it'll say, "Do you want me to save your password?" And you're like, "Yes, please remember that for me." And then you totally forget what username you picked. Was it your email address? Which email address? What your password was. So today we're going to go over how to retrieve those passwords that your computer saves for you. Now remember, you got to see what account you're logged into, right? And then directly above that little icon or across from this little one right here, you're going to have three dots that are in a vertical row. It's like horizontal, vertical, in a vertical row, three dots. Okay, so click on that and it brings down a drop down menu and you want to go to settings. Okay, so we're going to click on settings and it's going to pull up a new tab. Okay, there's a lot of things here. If you don't like this image of you in Google, or if it just shows your initial, a lot of times it'll just have your initial, then you can go right here and you can change your picture, the way your name populates, all that kind of information, okay? A couple other things, the second little section right here is the autofill section. So you can autofill your passwords. A lot of times it autofills your credit card information. Like if you put your credit card information in, sometimes it'll ask you, "Do you want me to save this?" It doesn't save your security PIN number on the back of your credit card, so you will still have to put that in. But maybe it always wants to populate like your old debit card. Like you got a new debit card, that one's old, you tore that one up, and you can't stand that it's always auto populating the old debit card. Well, click on this and it'll say, these are the last four digits, this is the expiration date, and then you can say, remove that one. I'm not using that anymore. Or you can keep all of them out of there, or you can change them around. Whatever addresses, when you type in an address field, if it wants to auto populate an address and it's incorrect, or you don't like the way it's auto populating, you can go right here and change that. But today we're going to talk about passwords, okay? That's where a lot of us get tripped up. If I could just remember my username and password, it would help so much. So right here, passwords. And this is all the passwords I've ever asked it to remember. There's kind of a long list, right? So it gives you the website, it gives you what username you used, and then your password. And see, your password is still grayed out. It's not gonna, so if somebody's looking over your shoulder, you can make it, trying to keep your privacy until you say no more privacy. Now I can type in, because it's a long list and I have used this account for a while, and um, whatever. Let's say I want to find my Papa John's password. I'm hungry. I want to order pizza for the kids. Okay, so up here in this search bar, I just typed in the first three letters for Papa John's, and it says, "Oh, we have two accounts that we've saved. One is with this email address, and the other is with this email address." Okay, so I know that I don't use this top email address anymore. That isn't one I've used for a while. Now this one, I want to know what that is. So if I use my current email address, what is that password? So I can click on the little eye icon. Now, because I'm on a laptop right now, but if your desktop, your laptop, if you have a password of any kind to log into that computer system, it's going to ask you for that before you see it. So this is the password that I would use every day to log into my computer. All right. Or like one person I was helping, they have the finger scanner on their laptop, so maybe that's what you have to do. So you can do that, but that's what you have to put in order to see it, and then it'll just pull up and show you the one that you clicked on. Okay. Now let's go back to our full list of passwords. Okay, I'm going to show you something else you can do. See, it says saved passwords up here, and then all the way on the other side, you see those three vertical dots again. I want you to click on those, and look, you can export your passwords. So if you wanted to export your passwords, it's going to throw up a security little thing saying, if you do this, then your password is going to be visible. But you could save this as a file. So you click this, and it will save it to your computer. That way you know the name of the website, the username for that website, and then the password for that website. So for some reason you wanted to save your passwords in a file, that's how you could do it. is it's just good to know where your passwords are. If your computer or laptop, if you share it with some people and you don't want it to auto sign in on those places and go ahead and autofill the username and password, this is how you toggle that on and off. Like, I don't want it to do that for me automatically because, like I said, maybe you're sharing your computer with, some people that, you don't want, your banking information, to populate. If you don't want it to offer to save your passwords, maybe, like the computers in the workroom, we don't want it to, offer to save passwords because we don't want a public computer to do that. So that's where you would toggle that on and off. All right, so that's how you get to your passwords. That's how you can download that. And when it downloads it, it's a CSV file. Okay, that means you can download it and save it to Google Sheets, which is like Excel. So it's got the columns and, the cell pattern like that. So that's where what it'll save it to. That file, a CSV file is multiple applications, but it's an Excel type document. You could upload it into Excel. You could upload it into Google Sheets. Google Sheets is free. So that's how you get your passwords, and that's how you could manage them. If you've saved a lot of stuff to Google Chrome, just as you're going through, click yes, save my password, yes, save my password, and then you're wondering. And sometimes you just want that one thing, like, I just needed to know my Papa John's password or whatever. Then that's what you would do. And that's how you can manage your passwords in Google Chrome. We'll be having other videos. Please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. And I hope you have a great day.